We're here in Clarksville, Tennessee at the Antique Tractor Show, and we're looking at a one and only tractor that was ever designed by John Deere. It's called the Golden Tractor. Can you tell us a little bit about your tractor, sir?
Well, one thing, it's called the Gold Leaf Deere.
Gold Leaf Deere?
Yeah. What the deal was, John Deere made his first plow in 1837, but in 1937, they painted
the other side too.
They painted one tractor gold to commemorate the 100th anniversary of John Deere making his first plow. That's the reason it's gold.
Is that right?
It's the only gold tractor they've ever built.
The John Deere Gold. Let's walk over here and look at it from this side. Now, it's called the John Deere Gold, and did you restore this yourself?
I restored it somewhere around 2000. As best I can remember and calculate, this is 103 shows it's been to, all the way from Oklahoma, North Dakota, Michigan, Florida, New York, and several points in between. I figure I pulled 35,000 miles behind that old Dodge. I used to have a big enclosed trailer that stayed in, but my health is kind of failing. I sold my big trailer, and I know John Chip kind of won the wheels here at this show, and he invited me to bring it down. It's only 125 from where I live, so I brought it down for John's sake mostly. He and I used to trade tractors back and forth by semi-loads. The tractor was used in Oklahoma. After John Deere got through showing it off in 37, they let the dealer in Kingfisher, Oklahoma, Josiah Gooden Hardware, have it because they had sold more Deeres than anybody the year before. They had to pay normal invoice to get it, but they kept it on display for about 6 months. They sold to a farmer named Hancock. Mr. Hancock farmed 320 acres for 18 years with it. Traded in to a Massey Ferguson dealer, a Massey Harris at that time in Kingfisher, and it got sold to a family named Beaker, and Beaker's farmed with it for a while, and then what the term is, swallowed a valve. The valve broke off and went through the head and the piston. They shoved it back in the barn. Meanwhile, we got painted gold in 1955. Because the gold paint had faded off of it.
Okay.
They got repainted green, but under the drawbar, the hood, and the fenders, we found some original gold. And then plus the fact that Josiah Gooden's grandson helped me locate it, and we do know it is a gold tractor. We got all kind of paperwork to authenticate it is the one.
What do you think the value of this tractor is?
Well, it's like this. Since I don't want to sell it, I don't really know. At one time, I had insurance for $100,000, but you can buy insurance as long as you pay the premium, whatever you want on it. So I really don't know what it's worth.
But it's one of a kind.
Yeah, but my grandson's one of a kind, so he's gonna get it. So that's the way I got that figured.
Well, thanks for talking with us and sharing this with people. Thank you.
Did you see my little one over there?
No, let's go look at the little one real quick. This is really cool. A John Deere one-of-a-kind tractor. And we've also got a little John Deere over here. Tell me about the little John Deere. What's the story about the little John Deere here? What's the story about that? You've got a wagon here too.
Okay, that little John Deere, I built it. It's a half size of the big one. I built it for my grandkids, and it runs. We'll probably drive in the parade after a while.
Okay.
I tell you what, it took me 650 hours to build that little tractor, and it took me 650 hours to restore the big tractor.
Is that right? So this is a one-of-a-kind.
Yeah, it's one of a kind. It's rather a lot of work went into that tractor, because everything about it is my own personal engineering. There's all kind of miscellaneous oddball parts in it to make it work.
Okay.
If you get the other side of it, it's a better picture out there.
All right.
Yeah.
It's got a flywheel and everything, doesn't it?
Yeah, I built it with a flywheel and a belt pulley don't turn for safety reasons, for when the kids playing with it, they don't get clothes wound up in it. That little wagon I'm pulling back there is another unique wagon. That was built by Hercules in Evansville. They build a lot of wagons and buggies.
The Hercules wagon was built in Evansville, Indiana. So that's an actual wagon?
Yeah, that's what we think that wagon was built for, and it's been used hard. It's supposedly a one-of-a-kind wagon that's built in the Hercules factory as a prototype, and they use it in the factory to pull around, move around parts for Hercules gas engines. But then they decided it wasn't a profitable venture to put it on the market, so it never did go in production. It's one of a kind too.
Well, thanks for talking with us.